bout that business. Boy, we bout that business. It get real up in that field, but got built bout that business. That business. Boy, we bout that business. This all hustle, this ain't luck, lady buck. About that business. That business. We trending on retreat. We bout that business. All we know is win, ain't no defeat. We bout that business. That business. Competition can't compete. We bout that business. I'm number one, I feel it in my cleats. Hey, we got facts, we got stats. Not to mention trending topics. You the champ? No, that's cap. Drilling, killing all the guys. Please don't try to, boy. You know we hotter, boy. Making all kind of noise. We on fire. What you know about them Ohio boys? That business. Boy, we bout that business. It get real up in that field, but got built bout that business. That business. Boy, we bout that business. This all hustle, this ain't luck, lady buck. About that business. That business. We trending on retreat. We bout that business. All we know is win, ain't no defeat. We bout that business. That business. Competition can't compete. We bout that business. I'm number one, I feel it in my cleats.
Well, look at here, man. Welcome up. Welcome. I said, wake up. Welcome, everybody, to About That Business. I've been asleep for a few days, so you know I've been in hibernation over the slight loss that I had. It's okay. I'm still about that business, and I'm still bugged up. But here's what we got. We got some of the best guests that's going to come on and give me their perspective for what happened over the last 2 to 3 days. So we got Blue Nitty, we got Jay Buck, best Buckeye fan from Kentucky, in 97. And of course, Lady Buck. What say you, Lady Buck? What's going on?
Hey, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Again, Happy New Year. We got a lot to talk about today. We really do. Hey, today's been a busy one, but we're never going to slight you. Of course, we got some wonderful guests, and we're not even calling them guests anymore because they're always here. I mean, they're part of us. So we got Blue. We got the number one Buckeye fan. We call him Jay Buck, Jason, and we also have Mr. David Carmichael, who calls himself the 87. So a lot to talk about, a lot to unpack here. So I'm going to add everybody. But before I do, remember, like, follow, share, subscribe. We're on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram for now. Make sure you like those pages. Follow us on those pages. Comment. We got a lot of dialogue going on in TikTok. And I'm telling you, it all ain't good either. You know, they came from Buckeye Bill and myself about our Buckeyes. It's okay. We can take it. We can take it. But we want to dissect some of these games. So again, Happy New Year. I am wishing everybody a wonderful 2026. I hope you are going to grow with us because we are going to grow. We have a lot of things planned for this year. So excited about everything. So I'm going to add everybody to the stage right now. I'll add Blue Nitty. What's up, Blue Nitty?
Yeah, what's up?
What's up? Hey, you got a right to stick your chest out on some things. I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. So, you know, let me add the number one Buckeye fan. Oh, wait a minute, Jason, what do you have around your neck?
It's Brian's new necklace.
Oh, Brian Fogel, guys. Look, those are necklaces that are custom made by Brian Fogel. And I'm going to get me 5 of them. And those are absolutely beautiful. They're affordable. Let me know if you want one, because I know I got a bunch of Buckeye fans on here. They are just absolutely phenomenal.
He does great work.
And Nitty and Jay Buck, we've got some apparel coming for you as well from About That Business from us. So that you guys will be receiving that stuff very soon. I just want to start with one thing. Let me start, and then I'll let the guys have it, you know, as much as I can possibly do. Now, I want to unpack. I want to talk about the most recent game. I'm looking at the four that's left. We have Miami. We have, of course, Indiana. We have Ole Miss. And we have Oregon. Those are the remaining teams. And it's a bit different. There's none of the big boys, none of the usuals that are in there. But what I'm going to say, I got to say this. Indiana surprised me with their performance against Bama. I will say this, and Nitty is a Indiana fan. Although he supports the Buckeyes when it doesn't have anything to do with his team, he's actually a Notre Dame fan, but he's from Indiana, born and raised. He's happy to see his team doing well. And Nitty, I will have to say, I took Bama when we all were on the show last time. I took Bama to win that game. I didn't think Indiana had what it took. I felt like they played Ohio State on one of the worst games we've ever played. So I didn't really think that they had the toughness. But I have to say, they looked really well.
They're the best team in the country.
They are. And we have to give it to them. I didn't want to, but they playing Bama the way they did. I can't say that Bama, that they didn't really play well. No, Indiana played extremely well. They didn't allow them to get anything. So, and I'm sorry. I'm used to the Buckeyes being the best team in the country. That's just we're spoiled that way. That's the kind of fans we are. That's the kind of fan base we are. But one thing we will do is admit when somebody is better than us. And this year, Indiana is. And they've proven it along the stretch. So I have, hats off to them. Another thing, the best playoff game, these playoff games have been boring to me. I mean, you got 38-3, 41-27. It's just been a boring playoff series. But the best game thus far has been Ole Miss in Georgia. That game.
Yes.
Jason, what you got to say?
Ladybug, do you really, really think Indiana was that much better than us? We missed a field goal.
No, not during the game. Because Indiana played Ohio State one of its weakest games. That was not us. Okay. Now I'm not going to say, Indiana was just this better team. I can't say that. They played a weak Ohio State, an unprepared Ohio State, in the midst of some personnel turmoil. So
happened.
Yeah, not making excuses, but it's the truth. But I will say when they played Bama, they showed a different kind of toughness. And I didn't think they had that.
They turned up.
Nobody's beating Indiana this year.
Yeah, they
turned up.
And I almost feel like they may take that national championship. When I'm looking at the four remaining, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. But
it's
that
up in the air.
In Georgia game, I don't know if everybody watched that game. That was the most entertaining playoff game this season. It was so entertaining. I tried to get up and do some other things multiple times. And to see Ole Miss rally back like that, I was extremely proud of those boys with their personnel turmoil that they're going through. I did not expect them to play Georgia that hard. I think one of you did, though. I think, Buckeye Bill, I think you did expect that. Or Nitty, one of you. I did not expect that.
I got that one wrong.
A Division II quarterback who has lost his coach.
Oh, man.
And the funny part is everybody kept on saying Trinidad.
Yeah.
And I kept on saying, I don't want to hear Trinidad.
Yeah.
Except the fact that I knew Trinidad Chambliss was going to actually kind of like destroy them, but they really didn't. They actually had a great game. Yeah. And we were waiting for something to happen. And I was so happy to watch a good game. It was.
And let me say this. When I'm watching it, this is what I have to say to my Buckeyes. Watching that game, I watched brotherhood come together. I watched loyalty. I watched the team play for each other, regardless of what their personnel was putting together. They were ready to play. They were ready, they didn't let that distraction bother them. I do think the 25 days, it destroyed us. We'll talk about that game in a second. But even when we played Indiana, we just let some things get in the way. And Ole Miss showed you. They showed you how a team will rally together when they want something. And they wanted that win. And I did not even credit the coaching staff at all. I only gave credit to those players because they really played. And I also saw there was a blatant face mask that Georgia did. Those refs, and I don't care what you say, Bulldog fans, they tried to give that game to Georgia. They gave Georgia every chance to get back in that game. And Georgia just couldn't execute. Towards the end of the game, they put the stage out. It was 1 second left on the clock. They put 1 second on the clock. They moved that stage twice.
That was just ridiculous.
And allowed them to play Ring Around the Rosie with the ball when the game was already won. So,
Lady Buckeye Bill, I don't mean to interrupt, but I've got a first team All-American, which my brother-in-law is trying his best to get on here, and he can't.
He was on. Tell him to do the same thing that he did. Tell him to come on. He was on. I saw him in the background.
We had him on there.
Yep, he was on. So tell him to go ahead and do it again. He has to wait for us to do the intro first before we just add him, but we could see him. So tell him to come on, and he'll just sit in the background for just a second, and then we'll let him on. So tell him to come in because I definitely want to talk to him about Bama. So Nitty, congratulations. I'm sure you're going for Indiana. Let me ask you truthfully though, who do you think will give Indiana a challenge, some competition on this next stretch, this next series? Because
every team they're gonna play. Every team they're gonna play. There's no. See, this is the thing about this time of year. There's no slouches. So you can't tell.
They play?
So let me ask you a question.
Who they play?
Hold up, Nate. Wait.
We play Oregon.
Y'all play Oregon. That's going to be a great game. That's going to be a phenomenal game.
And he is. Think about what the ramifications of this game is. He's the second quarterback that will be picked if he goes pro.
Who's your number one pick?
More.
You talking about Mendoza?
This is a bigger game for the two quarterbacks than it is for the actual colleges themselves.
So
okay,
and that's how I look at the Oregon-Indiana game. Now that Ole Miss and Miami game, I don't know.
That's going to be a game too.
But right now, that Oregon-Indiana game is pivotal for being the first pick in the draft. One of those guys is going to go number one.
Yeah,
that'll either be Moore or Mendoza.
Right. So, regardless of the draft, who do you think, Buckeye Bill? Who wins that game? Who's your pick?
I'm taking Oregon.
You think Oregon's going to beat Indiana?
The reason why I'm telling you Oregon, first of all, they have the money to back them. They have great and outstanding talent, and they got a quarterback that, okay, I see about Indiana and everything like that, and everybody thinks it's politics, whatever. It doesn't matter. Point is, Oregon has all the backing to make it to the national championship. And I'm talking about politically.
What's going on, everybody?
Hey.
An
All-American
Hey,
now.
there
Hey,
is,
David.
finally.
Yes.
We were asking Buckeye Bill who he thought his pick would be this series that we have coming up. The Oregon, and I was just stating how Indiana surprised me, how they played.
Can't beat Indiana.
And so, is that what you think, Jason?
They have no shot.
Oregon?
Money on the floor.
Who's your pick, David?
Best team in the country.
Whoa.
I think it's going to be a good game. You know, yeah. Indiana beat them earlier, and you know the way things are going. Every time somebody.
Where'd he go?
Hey,
it's stuck, David.
J Buck, what do you think, brother?
There he is.
Am I back?
David. Yep, you're back. Go ahead.
Okay. I think Oregon. I like it. I think Indiana's going to win, but somewhere in the back of my mind, I think Oregon's going to slip up and beat them.
Really? No, I'm
Really?
telling you, I can't even call it because I just think, and I'm hoping for a great game like that Ole Miss and Georgia. I just feel like it's going to come down to the wire because both teams want it really bad, but Indiana, they're surprising me. You know, they're surprising me, but I can't even pick a team right now to win.
Yeah. It was close. It was a close game the first time they played this year.
Yeah, it was. And so now it's like who's going to prevail? You know.
Well, you got to hear from the coach and what the coach said to everybody in the nation and the world. Google me. He thinks he's the best coach in college football. He told everybody, Google me.
He did.
Cognetti said, Google me. When you say that with your chest, that's some bad. No matter how you
backed it up, didn't he?
Someone say something like that, you better believe them. Believe what they mean.
Hey,
So-
but
Yeah,
Muhammad Ali said,
backed it up.
I told y'all.
But you know what's interesting though? What's interesting is that every coach that is in these playoffs, the last coaches, I mean the last 4 teams remaining, all coached under Saban. Did you guys know that? I'm sure you guys knew that.
No, I mean,
yeah.
They were all proteges of Saban.
It expands even further than those coaches. But here's the good thing about it. Saban said Ohio State would win. See, so you know, I mean, he's not always right either.
No, he picked us.
Well, no, I didn't say it was about him being right.
I didn't like the whole lineup at ESPN or whatever, whoever was picking us. Everybody picked Ohio State, which made them.
But that's how we were playing up until that Indiana game. We were playing that way. I mean, nobody else could see a team that could beat us. I mean, everybody had Indiana in their back pockets, but we surprised some folks.
When they was playing against Miami, everybody picked Ohio State.
Yes, yeah, and rightfully so. I mean, that's what they thought until we did a showing when we played Indiana, poor showing, and then we thought we'd have it together.
Listen,
Can I tell you something?
Remember, we argued about throwing the sideways pass.
Yes.
That was our nail in the beginning of the game. Soon as it left his hands, it was kind of like over. Can we just eat ham and cheese? I was so done after he did that because we always say that's the first play that most college football coordinators
it works for some teams.
Side pass. Yeah. And they did it, and he picked it off. I mean, it was like "thank you very much" kind of pass.
You're not
going
to
okay.
But then again,
Ohio State was unprepared.
They were very unprepared. Yeah, that's it. That's all.
But
what were you saying, David?
I said, but then again, the so-called best player on your team didn't execute what he's supposed to do.
Bullshit. He had 157 yards.
He didn't make the block. He didn't make the block. He caused the interception.
He did. Then David, I get that too. I understand he didn't. But he's not there to block. You know, he's there. He's a wide receiver. But what I'm saying is, but even without that though, okay, say he does make that block. Okay, so he didn't make the block, right? We still rallied back. That was in the first quarter. So in the second quarter, the second half, we rallied back. You know, we rallied back within 3, even still playing our worst ball. We still rallied back within 3. And if we don't miss that field goal, we're tied up. So but you can still see the lack of luster in the team. And they were that was not Ohio State football. We just didn't look
in Indiana.
And we didn't prepare.
I was talking to
Oh, David, you're stuck again.
Hey, you guys were there. Did you see the demeanor on the sidelines by any of the coaches that looked like they was firing up the team? Or they did it look like they were really into coaching the players? I didn't see that at all.
Brian Hartline broke their heart. They broke him. He broke them.
I talked to Jason, earlier on our way back, and I told him, I said, you're on that stage. You're the best team. I mean, you're the defending champs. You're coming into the ball game. I'm a player. I don't need a coach if I need a coach to get me motivated for that game, then I don't need to be there.
That's a good one.
That's true.
That's a good one.
I don't need a coach. I don't need a coach to motivate me for a national championship game.
Now that's true. Right. And David, let me make a point there, because my son runs track. And I used to say, when we went to track meets, I would be mad at my son's coach. And I would say, you're not out there. Those other coaches are out there yelling and screaming at their kids. And, where are you? His response to me was, I'm sitting in the tent trying to make sure that they execute what I've taught them. They already know what's at stake. They don't need me yelling and screaming at them while they're running is not going to do anything. So
exactly.
That's a good point. They should know.
Exactly.
They should know. And but on the other hand, it seems like to me, it's the demise, not really a demise, but the lackluster that we saw with our Buckeyes was that it all started with that personnel change.
It's internal.
It's internal. It's internal, and you could see it. That personnel change, and then it's like who's going to make the calls and who, And during the Indiana game, Shane looked like those calls were brand new, like they were just like Buckeye Bill said, like he looked like a kid in the middle of a divorce.
Yeah. All right, guys. But it still comes down to the players. I can care. It doesn't matter who your coach is. You've got to play. I don't care if somebody off the street, you get a hobo off the street, could come in and make a call. You still got to make that play. You still got to play for it, no matter who makes that call.
And I agree with that. But then what if the call isn't that good?
But who?
They were executing those calls, but the calls were not spectacular.
But at the time, they thought they spent 10, 12 hours a day for 10 days looking over this. They thought they had a good game plan for what for Miami. But Miami, the thing is, Miami had a better plan.
They got the victory. What I saw with Miami is they took advantage of an unprepared Ohio State. Once they saw that they were unprepared, they took advantage of that, as they should. It wasn't that they did a spectacular game. It's just they exploited being unprepared. They exploited his hand shaking when he had the ball. They were supposed to.
Yes,
but it still fell back on. We just did not play Buckeye football, and I hope that we are recruiting what we need, and not all this other crap. Get what we need, because we have a great football team that can possibly run for it next year. But we got to get that personnel together.
Yeah, but now Now, I had a high school coach one time. When I was in high school, we had 4 1,000-yard rushers on my team.
Mm-hmm.
What he told us, he said, if we execute what we're supposed to do, if all 11 people do what they're supposed to do, you can tell them where you're going. If we execute, we'll gain yards.
Okay.
They can know where we're going, but we've got to execute.
Yeah, and now that's what Miami did. I have to give it to them. You know.
They did. They did. And what Cristobal probably told the defense, he said, listen here, the first lick on saying has to be a good lick. It has to be the best lick of the game.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
And it was.
It was.
And it scared him to death.
And then, now let's reverse. Let's go in reverse. Let's talk about the other side of the coin. Our defense. I expected to see an adjustment in the second half. I felt like, but Matt Patricia still had them playing 6 yards off the ball. I mean, I never saw when oh gosh, who got it? What's his name? Who got the sack? When we got the sack,
McDonald?
That wasn't called or anything. That was the players doing, but he said, look, I'm going to get this sack. But every other play, they were off the ball the whole game. The whole game. We never adjusted. And that we got to fix that, because I thought here we are. Matt Patricia said, oh, he's got this spectacular defensive scheme that we haven't seen yet. And I didn't see it. That wasn't it.
Can we hear the opinion of Blue Nitty? Because he ain't said a word in like 30 minutes.
Yeah, Nitty. Because Nitty, like I said, is an Indiana fan.
He is. I respect that though.
Go for it, Nitty.
Hey, check this out. When it come to Indiana and our coach Spaghetti, I know how to pronounce his name. I just choose not to. But check it out. I told y'all when we had the conversation before, right?
Yep.
I told y'all when it came to Indiana and in Alabama, it's gonna all go down to coaching. And yet everybody's like, well, they had some time off. No, Scanetti, coach ain't gonna have them. Like I told y'all, he gonna have them ready. Now we showed Miami how to beat Ohio State. If you think about it,
it's about to get hot because Dave's an Alabama fan.
And really, to be honest with you, it's not even about the playbook. It's not about the players. All that stuff go out the window. It's about if you got the fortitude and the kahunas to know that you ain't supposed to be scared.
Alabama.
See, all the rest of the teams, them teams that ran up against Ohio State during the season, they played scared.
They sure did.
Now, I will say this too. And I mean this in a good way. The immature of saying showed.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that, And what I mean by that is it's not a knock on him, but when you are in the middle of a fight like Ohio State has been, you got to give him he has to improvise. That's what I like about Shedeur, and when he used to play for Colorado, the coaches be like the new offensive coordinator had to tell Prime, bruh, I'm not on the field with him. I don't see what he see. Leave that man alone. Let him do what he do. Because Coach Prime would be tell Shedeur, man, why'd you throw that interception? And Shedeur would be like, watch the film. That's all he would say. He'd tell his coach, watch the film. What it all boils down to, saying they didn't give Saying a chance to.
Let me stop you, Nitty. Let me tell you something in your observation. What he did was ran the play. He did not see the field, and you're right. what you would call his neophyte of being in a game like that as a baby. He was running the play. Whatever they gave him, he ran that play. And guess why that first pass was picked off? It was a play that they had designed all year long. First thing they do was do that side pass. That guy was already ready for that.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but let me tell you something. Me and Dave was there, and we seen.
Wait a minute, Buckeye Bill, hold on.
Was ready for that.
Mute Buckeye Bill.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Hey,
but
go ahead.
Dave, we were there and we seen it firsthand. After that first hit, Dave, how bad was Sands' hands shaking to snap the ball?
Oh, he was scared. Tate was scared.
Tate didn't want to catch nothing.
But the guys that, if you look at Ohio State's team, the guys that weren't scared were from Florida or somewhere like that, somewhere where they
they already played them boys.
Yeah, Jeremiah was like, hey, this is it. This is the game I want to play.
Right.
This is the game, but everybody else didn't see it that way.
But see, they didn't let Sand should have took over. If you seen something wasn't working, you should have went out of it. But he's not allowed to. He's not allowed to, and that's what hurt.
So
that's what hurt.
Why didn't they put Kornhauser in there?
Not in the middle of that game. They're not going to do that.
Change the pace, sit him down, let him look at what was going on for a series or whatnot. And why didn't they just, if they weren't going to, if Kornhauser was leaving and you knew that, why didn't you put St. Clair in there? Why?
Well,
just to change something. Yeah, I understand it. Just to change something up.
I feel what y'all saying.
I'm telling you, if it wasn't working, my mama always told me, if it ain't working, do something different. They should have did something different. That's
it's not all, and you're right. It's not always play calling. Sometimes you got to change personnel.
Right.
And see, that's my whole point.
But see, hold on. Let me take that question, Lady Buck.
Okay.
Check this out. Listen, you don't when you coaching at somebody like saying you don't pull him out. You take the leash off. Because if you take him out, you don't. If you take him off,
all year long. No, Nitty. All year long, they've been conservative with him. How do you know if he has another level? We don't.
You don't
know if he has another level because we've never seen it.
They play
exactly
all year long.
That other level. All year long, he's been the same.
Can I say something?
Yes.
A scared dog is always going to be a scared dog in that fight.
Mm-hmm.
So
he was already.
That's my point. Let me ask you this. Okay, because in one breath you're saying, hey, take the leash off of him. And then in the next breath, we're saying, why not put Kornhauser in or Kleinholz? Why not put Kleinholz in? But here's the thing, just like David just said, he was scared. So even if you take the leash off,
he's still scared.
Is he going to improvise? No, he's not. Because there were times he could improvise and got us a yard or two, but he didn't. So I don't know if taking the leash off, I think it boils down to inexperience. He's inexperienced. And there's going to be a quarterback battle this season between St. Clair and Sand.
There will not.
You don't think so, Jason? You don't think it's going to be a battle there?
No. He was a Heisman Trophy finalist. No, he will. He is there for the next 3 years.
I don't know.
I promise you.
Man, listen. I'm gonna tell you.
Listen.
J Buck. Let me listen. Let me close. Let me shut this down real quick. at one point in time, when you start looking at film, even though he was consistent all year, he was consistent all year at being conservative. When it was time, just like David said, when it was time to get off the porch and bark at the other dogs, he stayed on the porch.
You got to understand.
Is that what you want to lead you for the next 2 years? Come on, bro.
It is.
Stop.
It is.
No, stop it.
Well, let him make his point. What's your point, J-Buck?
We're gonna disagree on this, Buckeye Bill, but he has led us all year. He was almost 80% completion accuracy. He's top quarterback in the nation. You're not going to bench him for.
No, I don't think we'll bench him, but I think there will be a battle. I don't, because one thing I'll say is that I would, I'm with you, Jason. I would not bench him because he did get us pretty far. And I just think it goes down to experience. Now, I'm just hearing in those football streets that there's going to be a quarterback battle.
I mean, you got to think about it. Are you going to bench a Heisman finalist? No.
I can't.
Well, that's next year,
listen. I can't make. Listen, the point is, if I'm throwing, I can get in there. If I'm throwing to Tate, Ennis, Smith, I'm throwing to guys like that, I'm going to be a Heisman candidate.
Facts.
Gotcha. Yeah. So if because you've got somebody who's going to, I'm telling you, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle because you have to be able to improvise. And
that's like we're talking about Heisman and all that. If you put Mendoza on Ohio State's team with the receivers that Ohio State's got, what would he done?
Sure, national champion right there.
Don't say that, Dave. It's not happening.
But that's the truth. It don't have to be Mendoza. You take anybody, any decent quarterback.
Yeah.
And you take Vanderbilt quarterback. You take Pavea and give him them receivers.
This is what has happened over the last 2 to 3 years. Ryan Day has not want a running quarterback. What the league has moved towards is a running quarterback that can throw the ball out of the pocket. And all he has right now is a quarterback who can throw the ball out of the pocket. And they've actually did a little bit of research on saying, and they can defend against him. You need to have some kind of another gear when it comes to the quarterback in this league. You cannot just have somebody just standing back there throwing the ball. You need someone who can move the pocket, run with the running backs, block for the running backs. You need a hard-nosed quarterback. You cannot have a soft quarterback. And saying soft, he's
like I'm saying.
He's not.
Hold up.
He's not.
I'm not going.
But he's soft, bro. He's soft.
Hey, hold on.
He wasn't scared of that game.
Okay, go ahead,
played
Mitty.
a perfect season.
Hey, listen.
13.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Here's the thing.
Mitty, hold on. Hold your point. J-Buck, he's been trying to say something for a minute. Jason, go ahead.
I'm just saying, I mean, you can't jerk a guy like that out of your starting lineup. He wasn't scared the whole season. He played he was 80% completions, probably number one in touchdowns, number one. I mean, he is the man, and he's going to be the man for the next 2 or 3 years.
And just keep in mind, though, and let me interject real quick. Just keep in mind, remember, it's all about experience. This is
what?
This is the first time on the big stage.
Next year will be his second year of experience because
that's right. And I agree with you there, Jason. But what I do disagree with, I do think there's going to be a quarterback battle.
Yeah.
I think it would be. I don't know if Ryan Day is going to allow it because this how
Would it
soft
be beneficial
this
for
how
Ohio
soft
State if
He's
there's a
not going to
quarterback
put
battle?
more pressure on Saying. I promise
It'd
you.
be
They won't
beneficial
be a
for Ohio
quarterback
State to have a quarterback battle.
They won't
You
have.
cannot have him coming in there already thinking that he's going to
He's
be
scared to
running the
lose the
show.
job.
That
can't
would
have him
not be
take
good for
Yeah.
the team or for the college.
We'll see. We'll see.
Hey,
But,
listen.
okay, Nitty. It was Nitty's turn. Go ahead, Nitty.
Hey, listen. This is what y'all fail to realize. This what ain't nobody saying. Lady Buck touched on it. It's all about experience, right?
Experience, yes.
And he's been baptized by fire.
I think he'll
Meaning the experience that he got this year, you can't get that experience. And we still don't know. He was only a freshman. We still don't know everything about him. And I guarantee you, he's going to be that running quarterback. He's not going to run all the time, but he's going to be a different animal next year because he's been baptized by fire.
Okay,
St.
then
Clair sitting behind him.
I stand
With
corrected
St.
then.
Clair sitting behind him, he don't have no choice.
Nope.
St. Clair
exactly.
is the truth.
Exactly. And Lady Buck, Lady Buck is right. There is going to be a battle because, and Ryan Day is he has to allow it or he will not be there. Because
that's what I mean. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying St. Clair is going to be that starting quarterback, but you gotta put some fire under saying some kind of way.
Yeah.
You gotta put some fire on it under him. You gotta say, hey, you do this or
if you would listen,
sit down.
If you would listen to my brother-in-law, he was under fire. He had control of that game. The first hit he took, he scared him to death.
Mm-hmm.
But he's accurate. He led us the whole year.
So, David, do you think that there will be a quarterback battle, even if it's just internal?
No.
I think even you got Mendoza's the starter. He's the Heisman. But you can't just say, okay, we're going to give you the reins. You get a guy that comes in that just absolutely shows out. I mean, but of course, he's going to start. But of course, they're going to have a battle. They're going to have a battle.
4 years in.
Saying's going to start.
Was 4 years in. He from another college. Senior quarterback. So I get what Lady Buck is saying that you got, Jay Buck is saying he's got to get seasoned and he's got to grow into the position, but he still needs to have somebody behind him pushing him. Period. That's it. That's all.
That's the battle that I'm talking about.
Better.
That's the coach.
He'll never get better.
And okay, this is my only point about saying during the year. I understand the completion percentage, the rate, and all that stuff, but the three games that he played somebody, he didn't do great. Even they beat Texas, he didn't do great. They lost to Indiana and they lost to Miami. Everybody else, Minnesota, teams like Toledo, he really didn't play anybody.
Ohio, wherever they played.
Well, but then nobody did. If we're looking at teams not playing anybody, I mean, I looked at Georgia's schedule, Alabama's schedule. Nobody played anybody then.
They did.
We didn't play anybody. Nobody played anybody.
That's why they got beat. They didn't play nobody.
So let me ask you a question, guys, and let's go here with my premise. My premise is if the top 30, say if it's the top 30 teams, only play each other, whether they have a win-loss record of 10-3 or 10-4, because they're playing a top-notch teams. Don't have the patsies, don't have the Gremlin, Ohio, OU, or all Louisiana next straight or something like that. play the big boys, just like the NFL. And at the end of the day, look at strength of schedule. And that's how you see people. And then the team that can't make it into the top 12, they have their own NIT tournament.
Yeah, but Buckeye Bill, I get what you're saying. That's not happening right now. We need to talk about next year. What's really going to, we know your point about the NIT and all of that. That's not happening right now.
Well, before we do that, let's let Dave chime in on why Alabama is not what they used to be. They're not. Georgia's
I wanted
done.
to talk about
Alabama's done. SEC is done. The NIL has everybody can play players equally now.
Yeah.
And they can't keep up with us. You got Texas, you got Ohio State with all the money. That's why Georgia can't win, and that's why Alabama can't win. So, Dave, are you blaming your coach?
Yeah.
Are you blaming your money?
Right.
What are you blaming?
I'd like to hear that.
I'm not blaming anybody. Alabama got their butts kicked. I mean, Indiana was a way much better team, and I'll tell anybody. I don't care what kind of fan I am or who I am. Alabama was outclassed, outcoached. That don't matter who they play.
Now,
you said our coach has been that way for 3 years.
Let me ask you, Dave. Do you think that they need a coaching change? You know, what's the fix for Bama? Because to only get 3 points, to only get 3 points and then have Indiana score on you like that. I mean, they didn't do the Buckeyes like that. What do you think?
My point is from playing and all of that, I could care less who's on the sideline. If you're kicking my tail, you're kicking my tail. Don't matter who's calling it. If you're better than me, I mean, who's going to help me from the sideline?
Yeah, that's true.
At the end of the day, I'm the one on the field, not them.
Right.
Well,
so it can be Ladybug, it can be Buckeye Bill, it can be Nitty, it can be you all can be on the sideline. You're not out there playing the game, so it don't matter which one of you all make the call.
That's true.
If I can't make the tackle or I can't make the block because them guys are just better than me or they just want it more than I do. I mean, it all comes down to the player. At the end of the day, it's the player. You either want it or you don't.
And then, and I know that you're talking from a player's perspective too, but then I also feel like still feel like there are some calls, the play calling, when you call something else that really should be for another type of play. I just think that has something to do with it too. You know, when you're, if you're on a 3rd and 1, and getting it done on the ground, and then you put it in the air, you do a stupid slant pass on 3rd and 1. Those kind of things I think make a difference as well. And they make play.
Well, they do. They do. But what about the plays where the coach? Everybody thinks, oh, it's a great call. He gets hit and he drops the ball like Tate did.
That's a different thing. That's different. But when there's a play that should have never been there in the first place, then I can't blame the player.
But see, here's what y'all. How many years has Buckeye Bill? This is a question for you. How many years has Alabama's coach has the reign from the Godfather?
I don't think he's off, but I can. Oh, there he is. Oh, wait a minute, he just got back on. Let's see. There he is.
How many?
Buckeye Bill. Nitty asked you a question. What's the question?
I'm getting reiterate. Buckeye Bill, let me reiterate my question. But you can answer this. You're a 5-star. Shout out to 5-star. Anyway, how many years has Nick Saban been gone, and how many years has that dude coached Alabama?
DeBoer.
This is DeBoer's
3rd year.
2nd year.
Oh, it's 2nd.
It's time to go, Dave.
No, it's his 3rd. This is his 3rd year.
You got to cut him.
Okay, let's say let's say
this is his 2nd year.
Okay, let's say this is his second year. He ain't been coaching long enough as a head coach long enough to even get his feet wet.
He's lost 6 games already.
We talking about at Alabama?
Yeah,
now he was a great coach at Washington because he coached
Alabama
quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. That was 2 years
but he
ago.
had. Listen, but still, when you walk behind Nick Saban, that's some big shoes to fill.
Well, then that
we gonna see. Now, if he don't do nothing, next year, now if he don't do nothing next year, he's gonna be on the chopping block if he don't get fired.
Now wait a minute.
Yes, he will.
Well, here's the thing.
That
Nick
supports Dave's
Saban
theory.
came in and he lost 2 years in a row. Also, same record that DeBoer has now.
Who has?
It has the same record when his first 2 years that DeBoer has now. So if they want to back someone who wants to win, they need to start spending some money on some players.
They ain't got it. They ain't got
That's
money.
it.
They ain't got it.
Because Oregon, you got Oregon, Ohio State, and even
Texas,
right now, Penn State is willing to spend money.
Texas.
There's teams out there is willing to spend money. And if Alabama and Georgia, Georgia keeps spending money on knuckleheads. They still want to go out and steal stuff from Walmart.
Georgia
you
and
got
Alabama
money,
and
you gonna go to Walmart to steal? That's crazy.
What'd you say, J-Bo?
I say Georgia and Alabama don't have the money to compete, and that's why Saban left and Kirby Smart. He's like, look, what do we do? Fundraisers.
So, let me ask you this, David. Let me ask, and this is a question for David, since he is Bama's his team. Do you think this SEC reign is over?
Now, here's the good
thing.
SEC,
it's over. Yes, it's over.
This whole SEC, don't you? I mean, the premises now is that the playing field is level.
No, it's not over. I mean, I don't care too much about the conferences, who's the best conference or who's, I like a team.
Right.
I don't care about who else is in the conference, because if that comes down to, okay, you got the national championship, but we got 6 teams in the playoff.
Right. Right.
So I mean, who's the better conference? If that's the way you're looking at it.
Right.
And they all
I'm not too keen on conference either. Buckeyes is my team, and that's it.
That would be us, Dave.
What'd you say, Jason?
I'm going to give you something, Dave, and I want you to take invite on this.
In the playoffs every year, I mean, that will be us. I mean, it's common sense.
No. It's been SEC. The SEC has more teams in the college football playoffs than anybody.
Dave, you got Penn State. You got Ohio State.
They wasn't in the playoffs.
You got Michigan.
They wasn't in the playoffs.
Back to back.
Well, wait a minute.
You're talking back to back. You're talking one team.
No, I'm talking.
That's just it, though. Everybody puts one team. They put everything on that
one team doesn't make a conference.
So I know it. Well, but the playoffs started in 2014, right? We started with the 14 playoffs.
You're right.
So
who's got the most championships?
Ohio State won the first one, I think, and then the second one was
in the playoff history.
Clemson won 2.
In the playoff history, Ohio State has won it more than anybody.
Alabama
we won it the
one.
First 4. We won it when they expanded it.
Won one.
Yeah, and see, the problem with that is when they talk about the conference thing, they only use Ohio State to reference. It's one school against all the other conferences. Which is so unfair to the Ohio State Buckeyes, because when we slip and fall, then it's but then it's like, but you guys have been only on our backs. You're not looking at Indiana, you're not looking at Oregon, you're not even looking at those teams, because you're looking at Ohio State to carry a conference.
And we open the season,
and y'all have Ohio State
Texas.
envy. The SEC has Ohio State envy. That's their biggest problem. The SEC
Well, it's
has
out of the
Ohio
conferences.
State envy.
Well, because here's the thing. Here's the thing that happens. What I've been seeing in these social media streets is from Miami, from the ACC. We're hearing they're all bashing Ohio State. The SEC is bashing Ohio State. And of course, our very own Big Ten, if you're a Michigan fan or Indiana, they're bashing the Ohio State. So it's like all of these conferences against one school, and I guess that's just the kind of reputation we built, that, because we're there. We're there every year, whether you want to do a 14, 12 team, 16, whatever, we're always there.
Go to 64 teams then.
You can't, but now see, you can't really say that because they do Alabama the same way.
They do. I will say they do. They do.
No, they really don't.
But here's the thing: they do that.
No.
But
what has happened?
Yeah, they do that. But the thing is, they have two teams. They don't just do Alabama. It's Bama. It's Georgia. It's anybody in the SEC that's doing well. But then you have somebody else with Ohio State that has won or even been there as much. This is the first time in Indiana. I mean, who else? We're going to really count Michigan? Really? No. So they put everything on that one school.
We're sitting here talking crap about Nitty's team, and he ain't said a word.
And I'm not, because for the simple fact that everything they're saying is correct as far as the bashing and stuff like that. And it's like this.
He's not bashing Indiana. He's just telling his opinion.
No, I'm a straight shooter.
He gloated before you got on here. We gave him his flowers. We had to, because again,
it's the thing of I'm a straight shooter. Just like I done made predictions before this conversation, right? And I got two of them wrong. I got the Ohio State and Miami wrong, and I had the Georgia wrong. So that's why you see the way I move. You know what I'm saying? That's the nitty way. I tell the truth. You know what I mean? Regardless, if since I've been watching, this is what I've been seeing. Everything that they're saying, I've been seeing it. So but if it was a thing of if it was a thing of any discrepancies or anything like that, yeah, I'll take them up. But at the end of the day, we still here. IU is still here. You know what I'm saying?
We can't deny it.
And Ohio, and when they because we had people saying that, well, Indiana, no, y'all not paying attention. And I'm not talking about this panel. I'm talking about in general. They wasn't paying attention because
you can say it because I said it.
If you see the swag that we got, and it comes from the coach on down, we don't know that we're supposed to be scared.
No,
we don't know that we're supposed to be scared of Ohio State. We don't know.
What did I tell you the other night?
Huh?
What did I tell you the other night when we were talking? Indiana looks like they got like Nitty said, they got the swag. They look like they want it. They play like they want it. They coach like they want it.
Like we used to look, like we usually look.
Yes,
yes. But
so, I mean, Ohio State came out Wednesday night flat. Miami saw it, and they, fellas, they're a little timid. Let's take it to them.
Yeah.
Hey, but where did Miami get it from?
I don't know where they got.
Well, I wouldn't say that Indiana showed them that, because Miami had a whole different approach. And both teams allowed Ohio State to get back in the game. Even Ohio State was playing their worst game. They see y'all still allowed us to get back in it.
Hey, but
Nitty is right though. Nitty is right though. Indiana, they were the first team to really put pressure on Satan.
Okay.
And you know, and I guess Cristobal seen that, so they listen here. We're gonna pressure him all night long. We're gonna put it on him. We're gonna make him shake, and that's what they did.
Cristobal said if you smack him, you smack that. He's seen that if you smack that youngster one time, that's gonna throw him off the whole game.
It did.
Yes.
And that's what it did. And it did.
It
That
did.
worked. So let me
But
get your
at the same
predictions.
time,
Me and
At the same
Dave,
time-
me and Dave was sitting at the game, and I promise you, when he was calling audibles or whatever, when he was ready to hack the ball, his hands were shivering, wasn't they, Dave?
Yeah. I mean,
but
and then, you know,
Guys, man, how close was you guys to see him shiver? How close was you, man, for you to see that kind of reaction from that young man?
you look up
That
on
was
that
real
big screen in AT&T Stadium, you can see his fingernails.
There's nothing in that stadium, I can tell you that.
I mean, you could.
Miami.
Everything at Jerry's World. I mean,
Hey,
especially with the big screen.
Never seen
Yeah.
that.
They also you got to think too. Cristobal's another one lightweight, like the Hoosiers coach. He just not as outspoken.
Bobby Knight.
But he preaches confidence. If you watch Miami, plus they got that good treat. No, I didn't say that. Anyway, they gotta wait. I mean, anytime you have a person, all jokes aside, anytime you have a certain you come from a certain environment and you come and you conquer that environment and you got that swag about you, ain't nothing nobody can tell you. Like Dave said, the players don't know that they supposed to be scared of Ohio State. The two teams that gave Ohio State problems was the ones that wasn't scared. Everybody else was scared. And they play like it, including the coaches. The coaches scared.
They did.
Well, you know what? I tell you what, man. As much as I paid attention to all of y'all's arguments, good, bad, or the ugly, I will say this: Indiana did what they were supposed to do. Oregon did exactly what they were supposed to do. Ohio State didn't do what they were supposed to do. And we have not mentioned Ole Miss at all the whole night.
Yes, we have. We started out with Ole Miss.
Did
I
what
don't
he
know
was
anything
supposed
about
to
this.
do.
He said.
Miami, on the other hand, they fell into something, and it was a facade. It was a facade. It was something that those kids from Ohio State fell into, and they took advantage of it. That's okay, but I don't think that Miami might beat Ole Miss just because of the coaching change and things of that nature. So you might see Miami, Oregon national championship with Oregon winning. That's my prediction.
Oregon ain't beating IU.
So, David, let me get your predictions. We got 4 teams remaining. What are your predictions for the next 2 games next week?
Oregon will not win it.
I like.
So wait a minute, Jason. David, what's your prediction? Let's go in line.
I like Indiana and Ole Miss. Indiana winning.
What do you got, Jason?
I'm with him.
So, oh man, now y'all giving Oregon a chance. Who you got?
I'm taking Oregon, Miami, with Oregon winning 27-17.
Wait a minute. You got Oregon and Miami in the national championship, or you're talking about the last 2 games?
Oregon, Miami. Lock that in.
Oregon.
Lock it in.
Okay.
Lock it in.
Who you got, Nitty?
Lock it in.
Who you got, Nitty?
Hey man. Once again, you slipping on my Hoosiers. I got my Hoosiers and Miami with my Hoosiers coming out with the belt.
Now, let me say this.
Somebody gonna get whipped.
Now, wait a minute, Nitty. You got, just like your dad, y'all got two teams. Now, his team is Bama, usually, and now he's a Hoosier now. And you are normally Notre Dame, and now you're a Hoosier now. See, y'all don't.
Bandwagon.
I represent Indiana, period, to the fullest. I'm a homer. So if Purdue's in it.
But now it's my Hoosiers and this and that. No, you just like your daddy.
Hey,
well, listen.
Look, live and direct on YouTube.
That's not fair. So with that being said, we are over for 10 minutes over. I want to thank you all for joining the show. We're going to let you have the rest of the night back. We will be back on Monday. Well, we got some NFL talk we need to talk about. And then again,
turn your swag on.
More predictions. What's going on? I mean, I hope we get good games. I really do. That's all I want. My team isn't in. I just want a good game.
Buckeye Bill.
37 points. Go ahead, Jason.
I was hollering at Buckeye Bill.
He's there.
I'm listening, baby.
Show Dave that koozie you have made on the podcast.
He said, show Dave the koozie. You got it?
We're having T-shirts and hoodies made like this. Look at
this. Oh, yeah. That's what I was telling. I got some apparel for you guys coming. Okay?
Nice.
I got that. I got some apparel for you guys.
All the family.
Thank you for supporting. And only the family get it. Yeah.
We're going to blow everything
up. Stay tuned. Be ready. You'll get your own boxes and stuff. Don't forget, Jason, to send me the sizes.
I got to send you Dave's size, which I
need the size. I need yours too.
I will.
Okay. So thank you again. Great discussion. And we'll see you guys on Monday. We'll see you on Monday. All right. Have a good night.
Monday. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're going to listen. Listen, this is what we're going to do. Monday, we're going to start the whole process over. We're gonna start with the NFL and look at the portal and going forward to the draft and the NBA and everything. So we got a lot to,
we got all kind of stuff
to get together.
Well, we got to talk about
let's get ready, guys.
But hey, Buckeye Bill, I wanted to say this. While you were off camera, I had to, Nitty was saying, my Hoosiers and, now we know his team is Notre Dame and his dad's team is Bama normally. And now both of them are saying my Hoosiers. So hopefully on Monday we will have his dad on there because he says he has dual citizenship. So Dave, you've got to come on when his dad is on there because he says he has dual citizenship.
Dave,
fake guys, we like fake people too. we like fake people. Listen. I only have one team. I don't know how you can have two teams.
Oh, they have two teams, like father, like son.
For this guy and not. There's no way to do it. Listen, unless you got two hearts, you got two.
They do. They do. Look at them.
They don't.
No way to do it, bro. You got two eyes.
Okay,
two nostrils, all that. So, other than that,
we will get Big Reg on here to talk about his dual citizenship. Okay. So hopefully, Dave, you can come back on and hear this rhetoric because it is hilarious. So Monday night, we'll be on 8 p.m. I'll send a reminder out. But thank you guys. And with that, Buckeye Bill, take us on out of here.
Hey, listen, if you don't know nothing else, OH.
My size.
OH.
IO. I'm going to send
IO.
OH, baby.
Jason sent me everything I need.
Hey, listen, 365 days started last week. Let's get it done.
All right. All right. Go
Holler
Bucks.
back at me if you see me coming, baby.
Buck, I'll check that
Good
out.
night, everybody.
Synesthetic, 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 synesthetic.
I'm trying to win my team a championship. I'm trying to win my team a championship. Let's go. Trying to win my team a championship. We all in the game, trying to get us some ranks and ball in the play. Should I do what you can? Hey, Block is the name, BMG is the guy. Hey, yeah, but we working. Hey, yeah, but we working. They practice make perfect. Hey, practice make perfect. Trying to win my team a championship. Yeah, and we score every chance that we get. Take advantage of handles, it's all in the wrist. Got shooters on the squad. Perfect aiming up Swiss. Got shooters on the squad. Trying to win my team a championship. Everybody is playing their roles. They watch out post. I pick it.